So that is a substantial increase in your cash on cash return, which is huge. So it's say, well, what would it feel like to have, divided by 12, about 87,500 versus, 37,500. At this point, people are excited. The math makes sense.
And then you show them, if they use the deferred sale trust, what that's going to increase to. People have been very excited about that, to say the least.
Yeah, let's walk through that, right? So this is a great example. And so I typically say, okay, what are you making per year? They're like 450,000. I say, great. I said, divided by 12, it's like 37,500 a month, right? And then we say, well, what after closing costs, after fees, let's say we net around $15 million, right, into the trust. And let's just assume a 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9% interest rate. Let's just use a 7% on this scenario, and then we typically can do that net of fees. Okay, that's $1 million. That's over $1 million. Okay, so we've just increased their cash flow on a $15 million exit to $1 million from $450. So then I like to take that $450,000 number. Okay. And I like to divide that by that $1,050,000 number. And that's a substantial return, right? That's over 60%. In fact, it's about 67% increase. In fact, I'm sorry, it's over 100% increase. I'm sorry. You're looking at 450, you're doubling that, right? So more than doubling that plus, or another way to do it is $1,050,000 divided by 450. It's 2.3 times more. So that is a substantial increase in your cash on cash return, which is huge. So it's say, well, what would it feel like to have, divided by 12, about 87,500 versus, 37,500. At this point, people are excited. The math makes sense.